Can we get started already?
Well, we gotta make sure that shit works.
Tyler Herro's a better all-around shooter than he is.
All around, yeah, but 3-point, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You're on crack.
Nope.
Fameworthy.
Is Cooper Kupp a Hall of Famer?
No!
No!
Yeah!
Okay. Cooper Kupp is the same as Kawhi Leonard.
No, he's not!
Started. You didn't
Tyreek
read
Hill
his
is
family.
Tyreek Hill was never the best receiver in the league. He was top 3. Ray Lewis was the best player in the league.
It is a criminal act
He's
of
a-
what he
he's
did
a-
to that organization.
Average
last
quarterback,
year.
I have him at 15.
I have him at 24.
No, that's crazy. That's
No.
crazy. Listen, Dak Prescott is not... Just because he's overpaid doesn't mean he's bad.
Tell me what big game he's won.
That doesn't matter.
Yes,
You
it
don't-
does.
No, it doesn't.
Welcome back to the Third Lane Podcast with your co-host Lane.
And I'm Bryson.
Brothers drinking a
Yo,
Cold brew.
I need it, bro. It's the good one though. It's the one we're
Talon
selling.
is not here again.
No, he's selling for real. Like
He
he's actually,
really is selling. He's like, no, I'll make it next Thursday, and he's just not here.
No, I got it next Thursday, bro. I promise, bro. Like my girlfriend, she had it. Like she's 16 years old. She had her little dance recital.
No.
She's 18, but she's still in high school, so I make fun of him.
But he's not here this week, and next week's fall break, so I don't know if we're gonna record.
I'm free Thursday if you guys want to record.
I probably am. Well, Talon will be at home.
Yeah.
So, well, we could do it online. But yeah, so we're gonna start off with some big news that kind of broke out, or like what last weekend?
5 days ago, something like that.
And if you don't know, KYREN LACY was supposed to be. I had him as a second round pick. Some people had him first. Receiver drafted in the 2025 NFL draft.
Supposed to be next year.
And he was accused of murder and vehicular homicide in a crash that had happened like probably in January, I think, and he killed himself because of it. Mm-hmm. He thought everyone hated him, and he just, the weight and the guilt of everything that happened, he took his life. Well, it comes out that he wasn't even involved in the crash. He was 72.9 yards behind.
Almost a full football league behind.
And I'll say, including that, there's body cam footage of a police officer saying, hey, when you write your testimony, make sure the green Mustang, which was what KYREN LACY was driving, is involved. That you had to swerve around him and hit this other car because of it. KYREN LACY came up after the crash. Everyone was out of their vehicles when he showed up. They lied, and this brother killed himself because of it.
It's disgusting.
And
man.
nothing is probably going to happen.
You have people around the league right now. One predominant one is Malik Neighbors coming out and saying that the world is quote unquote disgusting, and that people should definitely be like facing charges for this. They basically murdered this man.
It is a damn travesty. They should be charged with homicide or what? I don't know what it's called, but like you influence a murder. Because I mean, without this does not happen, and it is sickening how it went till now to find this out. Thank goodness. I don't know what his attorney is, but his attorney fought hard to get this information out. But the fact that the police department sat on this for so long,
Yeah, it's disgusting.
like within a week, didn't review the footage and said, hold on, he wasn't involved. This was like, he killed himself 3 weeks afterwards.
It's disgusting.
And
man.
the police department, even after he killed himself, right?
Yeah. And
They don't release this information.
Disgusting.
It is terrible. It is they should be sued. I mean, it's a travesty. He was an easy target because he did the gun and things when he celebrated a first down.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And like, there's the body cam footage, like you said, the green Charger guy said that you should just throw that in there, and just hey, just throw that in there. You know that he
literally how it goes. Like
he literally just he leaned into him. Hey, just throw it in there, okay? Just basically what he did. And this young man had a promising future, as most people in college football do, and he took his own life, which makes me say, if you are going through something, talk to somebody.
Yes.
For sure.
But also, don't be spreading lies about, like, you don't understand what gossip you do is going to do to a person. I mean, this kid had it all in front of him, and people made up crap about him, and he killed himself because it caught major news. No one really defended him. His attorney tried his hardest, and he's dead now. This kid was probably going to be a starting receiver in the league. He was going to do it for his brother. There's a younger brother without his older brother. There's a mom without her son because of how awful these police officers were.
No parent should ever have to bury their kid.
No.
I'll always stand on that.
The way you lost your kid like that, no parent should ever have to go through that. No sibling. I know people who've lost siblings to suicide. Nobody should have to ever go through that.
And I fight with my siblings all the time, but I'd still never want that to happen. So rest in peace to KYREN LACY, and prayers for his family for sure.
It's a damn tragedy. But while we're on that, let's go talk about some other crazy shat that's happening.
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez, he
what a crazy...
an absolute idiot. His whole entire professional career was a joke, and then when he retired, and it's not gotten any better at all. Mark Sanchez, notorious for the butt fumble. I don't know if you've ever watched it. If you don't know who Mark Sanchez is, look up the butt fumble. Or just if you look up Mark Sanchez, two things will pop up. What happened, we're about to talk about, and the butt fumble. Butt fumble was probably the funniest thing of all time.
So what broke out, what was it? I think it's Saturday morning. Mark Sanchez has been stabbed. Maybe 4 hours later, Mark Sanchez has been arrested. Yeah. Mark Sanchez was drunk and trying to break into a vehicle, and the car owner stabbed him.
Yeah, which is completely in his rights.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. Mark Sanchez, and this was like 2 a.m., so Mark Sanchez had been drinking for a while.
Yeah.
His career's over. Like his
for sure.
Broadcasting career, he probably won't. He also injured the person that stabbed him.
So he'll probably get sued for that.
Well, yeah, now it's got moved up to a felony. It's just...
So that's jail time for sure. You can't really get out of a felony like that.
I mean, and we're just talking about it now that just broke, because this is done on Thursday. It's 4:53.
Yeah.
What was it? Paul Pierce.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Just got arrested.
Paul Pierce got arrested for...
DUI?
Yep, and they found him in his Range Rover on the side of the road. He was asleep in his passenger seat. No, in his driver's seat, asleep. They found him early Tuesday morning, and he is facing charges right now. Not a lot has come out about it. I just learned about it literally right before we started recording, so I don't really have a lot of detail. Yeah, but it's crazy. I don't get why people are like, "Oh, I made it in life. Let me go."
Be a dumbass, dude.
Exactly. You need to be, if anything, you need to be the bigger person because you're gonna have a lot more influence.
Well, and like we just talked about, KYREN LACY didn't get his chance, and you have a chance that a lot of people would love to have, and you piss it away. Listen, I love a good beer here and then, but you've got to be smart about it, especially when you're in the spotlight like this. And Paul Pierce has had problems for years now. He got caught with strippers on a podcast, smoking weed on live television, not television, but on live stream. He got cut by ESPN. He's now on Fox. Fox is hurting for people, so they'll hire anybody.
I could apply at a job at Fox and get it.
If you get fired from ESPN, you're most likely picked up by Fox within the week.
But I would definitely say this is probably the worst he's done, mostly because it doesn't just put his life in danger, but also other people in life's in danger that could have caused an accident, and who knows, it could have been another KYREN LACY case with somebody else getting killed.
Yes.
Knowing Paul Pierce, he has money and stuff like that, he probably could have blamed it on somebody else and might have got out of it.
Too many people died of DUIs. It's
disgusting, and it's never the driver. Never is it the driver that dies.
Yeah, it's always the innocent person. I mean, there was that incident in White County.
Yep. And
the person was drunk and they crossed the median and hit somebody, and a lot of people died. It's just sickening.
And having a car is a privilege, not a right. Do not waste that privilege on drinking or being on your phone when you drive or anything else. It's not going to end well at all.
Exactly. Now, to the better stuff. Let's actually talk about this. The UFC, 320?
Yep.
Alex Pereira reclaimed his light heavyweight title, beat Magomedov Ankalaev, who tried to end it, but his career, he tried to shush Alex Pereira's career going into the fight because he won by decision earlier in the year. But Alex Pereira, probably one of the best fighters of all time, definitely the best fighter in the 2020s.
Yeah.
Freaking slept him.
At first, after, because I watched it live at Buffalo Wild Wings, which I was there with my friends, and we were watching it, and for a second, I was like, yeah, he got him down. Yeah, I didn't think they'd call it that fast. Going back and watching it again, I'm glad they called it when it did, because Alex Pereira was about to go, just after him on the ground.
Ankalaev didn't want to be in there.
No.
No.
Like after you could
After
see
he got hit, he was done.
that hit, and then he dropped and like put his hands up. I knew it was
He wasn't defending himself.
No, he was just going to let it happen.
What's crazy is he wants to now fight for heavyweight. He's built like a heavyweight, and he fought at middleweight 2 years ago and won the middleweight belt. So it's crazy. We could potentially see the first 3 division champ, not linear.
Yeah.
But he will have held 3 different weight division belts, and that's never been done.
No, and then he'll solidify himself.
It'll probably never be done. If he does that, I think he'll be the greatest of all time.
Who is it?
John Jones right now is the greatest of all time. But I think if Pereira goes up to heavyweight and beats Tom Aspinall and
that's a hard fight.
Because yes, but he beats Israel Adesanya. He clears house in middleweight. He to the point where when he fights Izzy and loses the second time, he goes up to light heavyweight. He's cleared light heavyweight now to the point where they had to give Ankalaev the title fight. He loses to Ankalaev because he's hurt.
Yep.
He comes back. He knocks Ankalaev out within the first 30 seconds and is now looking to move up to heavyweight. If he goes up to heavyweight and kind of clears house again, mind you, he's 37, and he could because he's a ginormous individual.
Yeah. With crazy speed, man. You never see stuff like that.
That left hook, holy, he doesn't throw that right overhand much at all because that left hook. But he knew Ankalaev was going to try to circle away from the left hook, so he hit him with the right hand, and holy cow.
In my 6 years of boxing, I would rather fight somebody with power than I would with speed. And when you go against somebody that has both, it's not fair. It's
insane. There's nothing you can do.
And his defense, and he can ground you.
His leg kicks, I mean...
And there's nothing you can do, because either way, you're going to go high with him. He's bigger than you are. He's gonna put it down 1-2, and then you're not going to be able to slip it because how much speed he has behind that power as well. It's crazy how you have the speed of Israel Adesanya and the power of Francis Ngannou in one, and it's disgusting.
Bill, and when he's 6'4", 205.
And he could slim that down or bulk it up. 6'4",
and this is a guy that was an alcoholic and working in a factory 5 years ago.
Or was it a tire shop?
Yeah, works in a tire shop. Israel Adesanya built the boogeyman. But now on to football and better, happier things.
Yeah. What do we want to start with?
Eagles Giants stood up. The Eagles are an interesting situation because Saquon got 6 carries last week. They ended up choking to the Broncos. But
that was amazing. I love watching that game.
I just don't know if the Giants have enough offensively anymore.
I mean,
it's Cam Scatterboot and Jackson Dart. Darius Slayton's now hurt, so it's Wandale Moore.
Tyron Tracy comes back though.
Yeah, but
Tyron.
He can't be a receiver. He's a running back. Unless you move Cam Scatterboot and he kind of plays a little bit of a slot. But again, you're missing Jalen Hyatt. They're going to have to play Jalen Hyatt. If not, that they probably should just trade him because he's taking a roster spot at this point.
What is he doing? Why isn't he playing? Is he just sitting there?
He's just sitting there. It's stupid.
That downfall of Jalen Hyatt's crazy, and he's got the perfect build.
I think it's just he's kind of slim, and he kind of benefited from Josh Heupel's system.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's got that Devontae Smith kind of build to him.
Yeah.
Taller, slimmer.
But I don't think he's as good as Devontae Smith. I think Devontae Smith, I think we're seeing, can do a lot more damage as a physical receiver.
Which is wild. He's 140. He's he's 160, but still.
Yeah, he's I think 165.
Yeah, which is crazy.
But I think the Eagles win this handily.
Eagles sweep this one. I've got that. That's what my parlay is the Eagles win. I've got the under on Jalen Hurts passing yards because he's not
They're going to have to get the ball to A.J. Brown. I think, hot take, A.J. Brown's traded this year, or at least in the upcoming offseason.
I think A.J. Brown gets traded to either the Raiders or some crazy team. It's either going to be the Raiders or the Bears.
No, I don't think the Bears because they have Luther Burden sitting there. I'm trying to think. The Titans wouldn't take him back. It'd be a team that is hurting for a number one receiver.
Saints they're in cap hell. They won't take him.
Yeah, and they're not a contender.
So you think he'd go to a contender team that needs a receiver?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's the Ravens, bro.
Y'all are 1-4. Y'all season is.
No, not this year. Next year.
We're
still favorites to make the playoffs.
Yeah, because your division's cheeks. Yeah. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, next up, Broncos, Jets.
Broncos. There you go.
Broncos they've got a really good defense. The receiving core could use work. Marvin Mims is a good slot.
Exactly, A.J. Brown. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and he's a big-bodied receiver because Cortland Sutton.
He's a wide receiver too. I love him. He's Jacoby Myers, literally Jacoby Myers, but taller. He's mega.
And Marvin Mims is a slot-only receiver. The fact that they will him out at X is kind of nauseating at times.
Exactly. Well, Cortland Sutton's kind of like the guy you're gonna just that ball down there too, because he's gonna catch it every time.
And that's AJ Brown too.
Yeah, but he can route you up a little bit though.
And the Evan Ingram edition, I was excited for because I love Evan Ingram. It has not been that good. So you're gonna have to get Bo Nix another weapon. Bo Nix is a system quarterback. I will die on that hill.
Yeah, anybody like if you put anybody in that, they'd be fine.
But the Jets, Aaron Glenn, I
have no confidence that the Jets win this game.
I have no confidence in the Jets in general, and I think this is a bad position for Aaron Glenn to be in. I think he should have taken the Saints job because at least they're spending some money and you have some talent. Listen, that offensive line is bad. Breece Hall's not that good of a running back.
He's fallen off.
And the secondary for the Jets is piss poor. Sauce Gardner is the same player he was when he was drafted. He has not gotten any better.
He's got worse.
Yeah, I mean, George Pickens boxed him for a touchdown. Like, literally, they were just hand fighting.
And he got it.
And he got it. I just don't like.
I think Ahmad Gardner is overrated. I think he's been overrated since he came in the league. I don't think he was a top 3 cornerback when he came in the league.
I think we just built it up because the Jets defense was good.
And the Sauce. And it's because his name is Sauce.
Yeah.
And like they had all this like stuff going around him,
That game's an 8:30 kick.
Yeah, I'm not watching that game.
Yeah, no. Well, actually, I might because I'll be up probably helping the guys here unload the truck. Next up, Cardinals Colts. I think the Colts whoop them.
I think the Colts.
The Cardinals fumbled.
Was that Carter?
The Titans game away.
Yeah, who was the
Amari DeMarcado, which I think Amari should be the number 1 running back right now. They've lost James Carter for the season, and Trey Benson's going to miss a significant amount of time. It is Michael Carter and Amari DeMarcado. Yeah, I think Amari's the better tailback.
I think you definitely start developing these young guys because I don't think James Conner comes back.
No.
I think he's done.
Well, Trey Benson's supposed to be the replacement, and he's hurt now.
Yeah.
And Kyler Murray is not that good of a quarterback.
He's like 19. That's where I put him right at like 19.
Yeah,
20.
well, we did this list like a while back ago. We'll probably do this around at the halfway mark.
Revision it again, yeah.
If Talon shows up.
Exactly.
The Colts, though, they've got a plethora of offensive weapons. I will say about the Cardinals, they have fixed the pass rush a little bit. Josh Sweat looks good, but he needs help.
I think Jonathan Taylor is probably the best standalone running back in the league. I would say Christian McCaffrey, but I think that he does more for his team. I don't think.
Yeah, as a receiver.
I think he's more of like a utility player. I think Christian McCaffrey honestly is getting underrated right now. I don't think a lot of people are seeing what.
Well, it's because he missed all of last year.
But I still think he's I think he's definitely the best running back when it comes to team value, but I think strictly running back, like running the ball, maybe some slip screens every once in a while. I think Jonathan Taylor is the best in the league right now.
Yeah, I agree. And I'd say Bijan Robinson is close.
I just
think since the Colts have won more games, you put him up there.
And Jonathan Taylor's been a big part of that.
Yes. And Daniel Jones looks great. Will I say Daniel Jones is MVP anymore? No. I have a new MVP, but
we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah, does his team play this weekend? Yes.
But
I think the Colts whoop him.
I think Josh Downs is a fantastic young player. I think
good slot,
very good slot. He'll develop pretty well. Michael Pittman's done what he's always done.
Latu has got to start playing on the edge a little bit.
And then Tyler Warren's probably going to be one of the best top 3 tight ends in the league.
I said this coming in the draft. I said he's the next Brock Bowers, and I loved him and Harold Fanning. I was not a Colson Loveland fan. I think Harold Fanning's more of a bigger receiver than he is a tight end because he struggles with blocking. But Tyler Warren is Brock Bowers.
He's literally
just a little less, not as good.
Yeah, he's just water. He's a little bit watered down.
Yeah,
he's the Coke to Dr. Pepper, if you will.
Yeah. Okay, I was wondering where you're going with that.
Yeah, he's like. You got Brock Bowers, Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper's obviously.
And then, right here is Tyler Warren.
Right.
And I think they're going to be the best 2 tight ends for a decade in the NFL.
I think.
And they're going to shatter tight end records.
That's the next George Kittle, Travis Kelce.
If they can stay healthy. Brock Bowers is having issues this year.
The next Trey McBride, Dallas Goedert. Yeah, it's just them.
Trey McBride. But again, But Cardinals, Kyler Murray's so bad.
Trey McBride's ruined his career staying in the Cardinals. I think he.
Well, he can't help it. It's not the NBA where he can just be like no and leave.
I know, but he's so
The
good.
NFL trades don't happen that often. Outside of this weekend, and speaking of trades, the Jaguars traded Tyson Campbell for Greg Newsome. Don't get that deal at all. I haven't done enough research, so I won't talk about it. But the Jaguars miraculously beat the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are now 2-3.
Did you see where Travis Hunter was ranked top 5 in both offense and defense last year?
Yeah, it's going to take him a while. My question is his health. That's a lot of snaps and a lot of physicality, and teams are just going to get more physical with him. They're 4-1. The Jaguars are 4-1.
Jaguars, yeah. The Jaguars,
Trevor Lawrence is playing well. Listen, is he going to turn the ball over a little bit? Yes, but he's very efficient outside of that. I mean, the brother stumbled twice, and then wobbled his way into the end zone.
I will say
that
one Trent McDuffie, that one interception that was a wild pass right to him. I feel like that receiver ran the wrong route because even after it, he threw his hands up and was kind of like wondering what happened. He looked up at the jumbotron. So I think that was just kind of like a missed opportunity, if you will.
And I don't think. Oh, we'll talk about the Chiefs. Actually, do the Chiefs play this weekend?
No. Yes.
Actually, yes. We'll talk about them in a minute. The Seahawks. JSN's breaking out.
JSN is a top 5 receiver.
Yes, now. I agree.
I think he might be top 3.
And Cooper Kupp's starting to look good. The issue is they have no run game. And that's a massive problem.
Well, Kenneth Walker's got injured off and on a little bit.
Well, so and Zach Charbonnet's not consistent. And so I think they're going to have to figure it. I love A.J. Barner as the tight end and Christian Arroyo. I love Christian Arroyo out of Miami when I did his scouting.
Sam Darnold's looking good.
Yes, Sam Darnold's a system quarterback, and you put a good system around him, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's like you could put him in the Niners right now, and he'd be good.
A.J. Terrell's going to play on Monday Night Football.
Bang.
Next up, Chargers-Dolphins. Chargers' whole offensive line's hurt.
Joe Alt?
Yeah, he's hurt. Mekhi Becton and Trey Pipkin.
But they're playing who, the Dolphins?
Yeah.
I'm not really, because they don't, they traded Christian Wilkins away a few years ago.
The Dolphins are bad.
Is Bradley Chubb still on that team?
Yes, but he's old as shat.
Well, yeah, after that injury, it kind of went down.
It's an old defense. Yes, they have Mika Fitzpatrick, but
he's also a little older.
He's closing in on 30.
Yeah. Jalen Ramsey got
the offense is not good.
Yeah.
I just don't think Mike McDaniels is a good head coach.
Especially with Tyreek Hill going down. I mean, Tyreek Hill wasn't even really that good, but I mean...
You've now taken all the attention goes to Jalen Waddle, and now you just have Darren Waller.
Well, Darren Waller, honestly, is not playing bad.
No, which is insane to see.
We talked about him last week, too. And then we were like, oh, that's crazy how he come out, it's just one game. We don't want to get too crazy about him, but he did the same thing the next game.
Yes.
Got a touchdown and everything. So, I mean, maybe he's back, which is cool, because I like Darren Waller on the Raiders before he was really, notoriously awful for a little bit.
He was also on the Ravens for a bit.
He was. That's where he got drafted.
But I think the Chargers win that. Rams, Ravens. Bryson, I hate to say it, I take the Rams.
I should have took this. I don't know why I didn't take the Texans last week.
The Ravens look awful defensively because of all the injuries.
Yep.
And offensively, they look like the Bengals.
Kyle Hamilton's back, which is amazing.
But you have no pass rush.
We have no D-line. We don't have Nate Wiggins or Marlon Humphrey this week. Lamar's missed practice.
He's not going to play.
He's not going to play this week. He'll play next week, though. He'll play next week. I think that Kyle Van Noy's back.
It's good that he's not playing against the Rams because the Rams are really good at harassing the quarterback.
Yeah, and I don't know what Lamar's issue is. I think it might be because his knee was messing with him beforehand, or his hamstring was messing with him beforehand. But if you watched his tape for the first games that he played, he didn't scramble.
No.
And we played the offense played fine. It was our defense that played horribly. But Lamar, the more and more that he takes away, what makes Lamar so good is his ability to fake out the defense. You gotta have a spy on Lamar at all times.
This is a lost year for y'all.
Yeah, I think that
y'all are going to end up getting a high draft pick, and it's going to be like what the 49ers used to do, where everybody get hurt for a year, and then they're back in the Super Bowl the next year. Everybody gets hurt the year after, they're back in the Super Bowl the year after.
And I feel like if Lamar wants to be in the top 10 quarterback conversation, which in my opinion he already is, but for a lot of people it's not, which is fine, he needs to either win another MVP or win a Super Bowl.
Yes.
Or show.
He's got to win a Super Bowl.
Or show any kind. Dan Marino didn't win a single Super Bowl.
Yeah,
but he's in the GOAT combo.
He's not. he's not in the GOAT conversation. No one would put him in the GOAT conversation.
He's top 10 though.
Yes, back then. He's like 8 or 9. You're wanting Lamar Jackson to be top 5.
He's not gonna be top 5.
Unless he wins the Super Bowl.
Even then.
But the Rams, dude, they look so good. The defense is suffocating. The defense is very similar to the Broncos. They're going to hit you with 7 different pass rushers.
Yeah.
But the offense is a death by 1,000 cuts. They're going to run it for 4 yards, or they're going to throw a deep ball to Devontae Adams, or hit you with speed with Tutu Atwell, or they're going to hit Puka Nacua 7 times.
On a post. Which Puka Nacua is I will stand out down, so he's the best receiver in the league right now.
Yes.
He is. He's going to have he's on pace to what? Like 2,000 yards, like 100 or so receiving or receptions, and 0 touchdowns, basically. But it's okay.
It's because they throw it up to Devontae Adams, or let Kyren Williams get it. And Puka doesn't really care. Puka's just happy they're winning. I think the Rams win that game. I think the Ravens go 1-5. Next up, Cowboys-Panthers. This will be quick because the Panthers are terrible.
Cowboys defense is awful, but I don't think that Rico Dowdle returns to Cowboys for this one. Last week, yeah, he had 200 yards.
Though, I think Ted McMillan and Xavier Legette may give that Cowboys secondary some problems.
Who did
the Cowboys just play? Because they harassed them with the pass rush.
They played the Jets.
That's why. The Jets' offensive line is bad.
Well, they only beat them 37-20. They let up 22 points to the Jets.
Yes, and Justin Fields. I think the only issue is I like Justin Fields over Bryce Young.
I don't know if I do.
And they don't have a good run game. Chuba Hubbard's down.
That Rico Dowdle.
Justin Fields has had over 300 yards passing in every healthy game he's played.
Well, here, the Panthers beat who? They beat the Dolphins last year. Well, last game. But who they beat? They beat
the Falcons when the Falcons sucked nuts, dude.
They lost to the Patriots 42-13. Okay, that's a rough one. Yeah, I got the Cowboys this game as well. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like let's be so for real.
Ted
McMillan's going to have to go insane for them to win.
Which, did Tedero McMillan go above Emeka Egbuka?
I think so.
That's wild.
It's because Emeka Egbuka, this is how the scouting process works.
Offensive Rookie of the Year.
What?
Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, 100%. I really liked him.
Him and Tyler Warren.
The problem is his ceiling's not high, but his floor is. And he's playing with an MVP quarterback right now. And he has nobody. Literally, McMillan's down. Mike Evans is down. Chris Godwin just came back from another major knee injury. He's the main guy.
And he's showing out.
And he's a very reliable target.
Yeah, he's always open. I swear.
I think that the issue is he's kind of relegated to, like, you want him in the slot. Yes, you can play him on the outside, but you want him in because he's smaller. I think that the big thing is Tedero McMillan is such a big body that you're looking at a Julio Jones-esque receiver
with not a Matt Ryan-esque quarterback.
Yes, so that's why you take Tedero McMillan, is because this comp is a big-bodied receiver that's a game changer. Emeka Egbuka is more of a slot guy, kind of like Devontae Smith, which there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
but
he won Heisman, college, all this other stuff. Yeah,
and the good thing is Baker Mayfield is just playing at an MVP level. Next up, Patriots Saints. Well, this will go fast as well.
Yeah,
Patriots are going to blow out the Saints.
Drake May is playing amazing,
so well, and I said this coming into the season. He's going to have a breakout. I really like Drake May. Stephon Diggs is starting to play well, and Kayshon Boutte is one of the most underrated receivers in this league.
Ramondre Stevenson, he's got a fumble problem, but he's still good.
And Travion Henderson's going to get more carries at some point, and he's going to ball out.
And one of people that go under the radar when it comes to when you look at the Patriots, their defense is really good, but I like Christian Gonzalez.
Oh, he's a really good corner.
Very good. I think he's top 5 right now.
Yes.
Very good player.
Now, next up, Browns, Steelers. Browns just traded Joe Flacco to the Bengals. And they just got rid of Greg Newsome. They just brought in Tyson Campbell. I love Tyson Campbell.
I don't think that Joe Flacco does any better than Jake Browning does, mostly because their O-line's awful. But I don't think that you do.
Dylan Gabriel.
I think Shadir should have started.
No, I don't think Shadir. I don't think Shadir's a leader. I don't think Shadir is mature enough. He's the third string guy, and he's getting interviews, and he's acting like an absolute idiot. He's not. They haven't guaranteed him yet.
He's quarterback too, though.
No,
he's not.
They won't announce it till Sunday morning. Wow. And that is a
So
damning
Deshaun
indictment.
Watson might be there.
No, it would be Bailey Zappi. Let me tell you, if Shedeur does not enter the weekend as QB2, there's something going on in that room. There's a reason why he fell so late in the draft. There's a reason why.
Well, he didn't like we were going to draft. Like the Ravens were going to draft him. He didn't want to sit behind.
But why didn't he go in the first round as a starter?
Because he didn't. I don't know. But he wanted to. He didn't want to. He didn't want to sit behind Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson. That's exactly what he said.
The Giants could have drafted him.
I'm glad they took Jackson Dart, by the way.
Jackson Dart looks like phenomenal. I know he threw 2 picks, but like
he's a rookie.
He has no help. And Cam Scatterboot, he's got 3 years.
I mean, you had Josh Allen, 2 years ago? He was a turnover merchant. Now he's MVP caliber.
He's MVP. So, I mean...
Lamar Jackson used to throw a lot of interceptions.
Shedeur Sanders, and this is the thing, too. Okay, if you watch a lot of his tape when he throws deep balls, it's only to Travis Hunter, and Travis Hunter's making insane plays. This is why you ooh-ah Travis Hunter.
Well, yeah, you have double teams on Travis Hunter, but he's such a good athlete. He just jumps up.
The deep ball for Shedeur Sanders has no zip and is very inaccurate.
It's a lob. That's literally all it is.
It's a lob, and
he taps his button, and
it's not a good ball.
He moonballs it.
He's a game manager.
It's that, and he's not even a leader either. So
and so I like Dylan Gabriel over him. I do think Shedeur probably starts at some point if Dylan Gabriel falters. But Dylan Gabriel had a great game last week.
Yeah, he didn't do that. But I would like to see Shedeur just to go in just to see, because like there's so much around him right now. Deion Sanders is acting a fool, saying that he doesn't really care about anybody in the Browns right now. He says he loves him some, quote unquote, he loves him some Shedeur Sanders, but he doesn't really care about that. Which is, I mean, whatever, man. You're one of the all-time greats. I guess at that point you can say whatever you want, but I don't know.
It's just, I don't think the fact that Shedeur as the third-string quarterback's getting interviews, the backup usually doesn't even get interviews, and the third-string quarterback's getting weekly interviews is a damn joke. And the way he's handling said interviews is embarrassing.
The one where he didn't talk, I guess I kind of understood, because regardless of what he was going to say, they're going to bend his words. But like the one he did last.
But why are you getting interviewed anyways?
No,
why are you don't touch the you're not sniffing the field.
Which I guess isn't really his fault in a sense, but I feel like the media is building him up so much he's going to go out there and make a fool of himself, and he's never going to play a starting role again.
No, he's going to be a backup quarterback in this league. Next up, Titans Raiders.
Sleeper. I wouldn't watch that game, but the Raiders are going to.
Yeah, it's going to
dog walk.
That's going to be my nap game.
Well, here's the thing though: the Titans' run defense isn't bad at all.
No.
Do you see where
and Cam Ward's pretty good. Geno Smith has 9 interceptions already.
Lamar had 9 touchdowns whenever he got hurt.
Geno Smith is so dog cheeks, it's embarrassing. They're going to have to draft the court. I'm about to come out with probably my earliest mock draft over fall break. And my all-rookie team so far. But
I'll put up an all-rookie team too.
Okay.
I'll do that. I won't do a mock draft because I'm not as tapped into college as I am the NFL.
I do college scouting all the time. Like I was high on Grace Abel. The Raiders.
I think that Brock Bowers is coming back from an injury.
But Geno Smith is so bad.
He's so bad, but dude, you know how hard it is to make Brock Bowers look bad.
Yeah, well, you just trust me, brother. I know he had Stetson Bennett and JT Daniels for I honestly don't think Stetson Bennett is that good at Georgia without Brock Bowers.
No, not even
Brock
close.
Bowers was an insane. Yeah, we don't win a natty without Brock Bowers.
Exactly. I think
the Titans though. The Titans low-key win this game just because Cam Ward is.
He's coming. He's on the up right now. And he's got more confidence.
I hated the comparison with him and Will Levis. Cam Ward has no help right now.
No.
Cut the brothers some slack.
Calvin Ridley is washed, bro.
He had over 100 yards receiving.
Yeah, he's the only option on that team.
Well, you have
who's their wide receiver? Who's their wide receiver?
Eliak Nemanor out of Stanford.
You wouldn't know that, bro. Get out. Yeah. Okay, I can't.
Some people had him as a first-round pick. I didn't when I watched his tape, but and he fell to the 5th round.
But I think Cam Ward is on the up right now. I think they're getting a win at all, especially with that comeback win. It's going to boost their confidence. Yes. Obviously, everybody's seen we're terrible. We
already lost a third of our games.
He said there's nothing to lose, but now that they're winning, I think there is something to lose.
That's a quarterback right there. I love that.
And it's confidence. The thing you can lose now is confidence because you're going in the next game with a win, a comeback win at that. That might have been handed to you, but it was the Cardinals, but it's an NFL team.
Now, up to probably
the
best game of the daytime.
Yeah.
Not the game of the week because I think the
Chiefs Lions play.
Yeah. And then Monday night's kind of loaded. The 49ers Bucks, and I'll say this now, I think Baker Mayfield's MVP.
As of now, yeah. And I think
you
a
know
lot
how
of
damning that is? That literally, there's a video of him chirping at fans. He goes, I know you. Why are you letting him talk? The Browns let him walk. You had everything. He's what the embodiment of the Browns franchise is, which is grit. He's the embodiment of what the Buccaneers franchise is, which is grit. And you let him walk for Deshaun Watson, who likes to touch his masseuses.
But then at the same time, Deshaun Watson on the Texans was special. He was
but
RG3.
he hadn't played in a year, and he had all those cases.
He was literally RG3. He's RG3 if he spanned out. And I hate that. Like, obviously what happened to him, he deserves everything. But, like, seeing somebody with that much potential, it's crazy. It like you know, like how we're talking about
Baker Mayfield's finna get a bag.
Yeah, oh yeah. Baker Mayfield is my GOAT. I love that man.
He's finna get a bag because he's a free agent in a year or two.
You don't, as the Buccaneers, you can't
let him leave.
You cannot let your MVP
Baker,
quarterback.
Here's a check. Write whatever you want on it, brother.
Literally, hey Baker, how much money do you want? How much money do you want? Name a price, and we're fun. We'll chase that.
And the 49ers, low-key, had no pass rush.
No, because Joe.
Nick Bosa's down. Michael Williams is still working on becoming a better pass rusher. And outside of the problem was they didn't have much of a pass rush, and the receiving corps dinged up. I think the Buccaneers. It's going to be a dogfight, but I think the Buccaneers come out and win. I love Emeka Egbuka. I love Bucky Irving.
I love Bucky.
I think Bucky Irving is what the Giants were hoping Tyrone Tracy was supposed to be.
Yeah.
They're so good. I mean, if you put a competent tight end on the Bucs right now, that's a lethal offense.
I think that.
I mean, they've got 3 1s when healthy.
Chris Godwin, do we really think he's a 1?
At one point.
Yeah, well, with all these injuries and him coming back, I don't think so. But
then he's a 2. And then you have another 2 in Jalen McMillan, who had 400 yards as a rookie, 6 touchdowns, who's not even healthy yet. Yeah. It's a deep room.
Very deep room. That
I mean, they can just trot 4 receivers out and be like...
Yeah, that's literally the Ohio State offense.
Just go.
That's literally the Ohio State offense when Justin Fields was the quarterback.
And Baker Mayfield's such a better quarterback.
Such a good QB.
He's such a dog.
I stand on this. I don't think Justin Fields makes the NFL if he didn't have those 4 receivers.
I don't think so.
I don't think he does either. Because, I mean, you had Chris Olave.
I don't think he makes it if
I don't think he goes as high as he did.
Because I think the postseason where, like, he gets, like, targeted against Clemson, and he, like, hurts his hip, I don't think if he has that run, he doesn't make it. No. I just don't think he does.
No.
For the next game, Bengals-Packers, this is going to be quick.
Packers.
I
mean, with Joe Burrow going out.
The Bengals are so bad.
I think Joe Burrow finds a way out of this team.
100%.
I think Joe Burrow goes to the Vikings. I think it's a perfect vote for him. The Vikings, you have Justin Jefferson. You say is the better receiver. I say it's very close. I think that either one of them on a given day, I mean, either one of them can show out.
Justin Jefferson's one more.
And then Jamar Chase he'll find a way out too. I feel like
I think they're the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, I think they'll all find a way out, and the Bengals are just going to rebuild.
Lions, Chiefs, the game of the day, game of the week, or the game of the Sunday. Yeah, I'd say game of the week.
Yeah, it's definitely game of the week. I think Lions squeak this one out, even though I know Chiefs.
They can't stop the run. The Chiefs can't stop the run,
and they have 2 of the best running backs. I mean, the only team that I think has a better running back room than them is the Falcons.
And then when you bite on the run, Amon-Ra, Sam Laporta, and J-Mo, who's going to beat you over top every play.
And I mean, who are you going to put Trent McDuffie on? Trent McDuffie's like.
Well, Trent McDuffie's going to get Amon-Ra. Who's going to get J-Mo? And then, by the way, who's going to guard Sam Laporta? Like, there's nothing. And then, okay, so let's just imagine this, right? On the left side, you've got Amon-Ra and on the outside, and on the inside slot is J-Mo. On the right side, outside, is Sam Laporta, and on the inside, you have Jahmyr Gibbs.
You have David Montgomery in the background.
Yes, David Montgomery. You're in the I formation. Jared Goff's under center.
I form, bang, bang. I mean, you could play action that, and they're going to bite on it every time.
How do you stop that?
You don't. No, I don't think there's anybody in the NFL that can.
And the Chiefs' offense, they can't run the ball that well.
The only team that I think could stop that I form right there would probably be the Broncos, but even then, I don't think they probably.
I don't think, and because Johnny Barrett hasn't done that good for him.
No.
But I think the Lions are so good that the only thing that I wish was better, and I said this one in the draft, because their first rounder has not played, like Tyleik Williams hasn't done much, is they drafted an edge and got someone. They could have gotten the defensive end that's doing really good for the Cowboys, Donovan Ezeruku. He fell to the second round. You could have gotten him. I had him in the first round.
Or you could have
Mike Green. who I thought was a mid-first rounder. Late first rounder at worst.
Well, all the allegations came out. I guess it's kind of like weird.
Well,
But,
when
no,
he was at Virginia and then when he was at high school. And he said, hey, this is what was said about me. It's not true, but there's rumors. And I respect him for that.
Well, I think Mike Green, I love that he's on my team. But yeah, I think he would have probably sprouted a little bit better on a team like that. Because he had, you had Odeowe, who got traded, and Kyle Van Noy, and all these other, DNs on this team. Because the Ravens defense coming into this year looked like they were going to be one of the best all time.
The Ravens defense?
The Ravens defense coming in this league. But Jair's ass.
I could have told you that.
He's awful. And
he yaps a lot.
But Mike Green, I mean, amazing. I love how he is. He's going to start now because Odo is gone.
Yeah, he's not that bad.
Mike Green, if you watch his tape, I mean, he got a sack. He's the one that hurt Anthony Richardson in the preseason. Constant pressure on the quarterback. He's the only person on our team except Kyle Van Noy that can really get to him because Nnamdi Madubuike is out for the season. But yeah, I like Mike Green.
I wish they had taken him instead of Tyleik Williams. That's the only problem. And it will be the only issue with him outside of injuries in the secondary is they can't rush the passer. It's Aiden Hutchinson and nobody else.
Well, Aiden Hutchinson isn't really a speed guy though.
No, and he's coming off of a nasty knee injury.
So Mike Green would have been that speed guy off the edge.
And you then, instead of sliding the protection on the offensive line to whatever side Aiden Hutchinson is,
you have to
spread it out. Right, you may be double teamed.
And who on this Chiefs line is going to stop Aiden Hutchinson anyway? Because your best offensive lineman is Creed Humphrey. He's in the middle.
And he's in the middle. I don't know. I just don't think.
I think this will be a shootout. I think it'll be a shootout. For sure. I don't think either team can stop the offense. If anybody, the Lions will be able to stop them. But even then, I don't think they will be able to.
Now for the last two games of the week.
Bills Falcons. Bills run defense.
This is going to be good.
As I said, Falcons have the best run in the league right now.
If Michael Penix can be on point, it's going to be good. And I'm saying that's a Falcons fan, but I just don't know with this Bills team. And I'm going to lean towards the Bills because I'm a Falcons fan. I just don't.
I think they're overrated.
Who, the Bills? I don't know. I think I need to see more from Keon Coleman. What I saw week one, I loved. I need to see that kind of production week in and week out instead of.
You'll never guess who's guarding Keon Coleman.
Who?
Take a guess.
Jair?
Yep. Yeah, no, Nate Wiggins wouldn't have let that happen. Marlon Humphrey wouldn't have. Anyway.
But that game's going to be entertaining. To the next one.
I need Drake London to do good in that, by the way.
Bears Commanders. And this really started the Bears' downfall last year, was this game. I think the Commanders win. Jaden Daniels is back. Jaden Daniels looks good.
Jaden Daniels is what Caleb Williams is supposed to be.
No, because Jaden Daniels is more mobile. If you want to there's no good comparison for Caleb Williams yet. Jaden Daniels, because I remember this, I had him, if you look deep on the Instagram, I had him going, Jaden Daniels going first overall. If you go back to the old days when Carmine was on here, I had Jaden Daniels going number one overall because of the dual threat ability and just because of the dude that he is.
He's a better guy. And he wants it more.
Yeah. Caleb Williams is all about the theatrics, right? With painting his nails, all that. Which, no hate to him, but you're the number one overall pick. You got to do your job. You're not.
He's Hollywood. That's what he wants to be. He wants to be like Shadir. He wants to be a Hollywood.
And that's the problem. And Jaden Daniels is just a dog. Jaden Daniels can run for. He ran when they played Alabama, right, in his senior year. He threw for 286 and ran for 220, and he had 2 touchdowns each. That does not come out of a normal quarterback.
No, that's literally Lamar level of playing right there.
Yes. And so now you put him on a Commander's team. Do I wish the offensive line for the Commanders was better? Yes. Terry McLaurin will be back for this game.
I love Terry McLaurin is my favorite receiver in the league.
Jacob Crook.
I love Scary
JCM. I'm going to say his name. Is an undrafted rookie. He's now taking running back 1 reps.
He's not bad. He won play of the game.
He's pretty good. I have him on my fantasy team. I wish he was more consistent. But I love that offense. The Bears' defense is just not that good. And again, they drafted Colston Loveland, and they could have used that first-round pick on someone who could provided more value today than what he has been.
What pick did they have last year?
I think it was like 10.
Oh, then they couldn't have got Will Campbell anyway.
Yeah, no. But they could have gotten Tyler Warren. But I had them taking, I think, a tackle.
Well, don't they have Cole Kmet?
Yes! So why do you take a tight end?
And Cole Kmet's good, too. He's like top 10, I'd say.
Now, we're going to talk about some college football games. And I think there's There's
This
one.
is a good week. I think isn't the when do Ohio State and
Let's talk about last week for a little bit, right?
Okay.
UCLA beat Penn State. And I'm going to go on my little rant here.
I think Penn State is. I think their quarterback is overrated.
Okay, yeah, and I said this last year when we were covering the playoffs, right? Because everyone coming into the playoffs, everyone said Drew Aller might be the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft or next year's draft, right? Because he's a senior now.
No.
His decision making is terrible. He has no it factor to him. He look. We did this with Anthony Richardson. You look at the intangibles. You look at the potential and you go, ooh. But when you look at the player himself, you go, there is such a large gap that it's going to take a snowball's chance in hell to get it working. But he doesn't, it's just not there.
No.
And year after year, they blame the receivers. This year's receiving core isn't bad.
No, this is
what is the thing now? And James Franklin cannot win a big game.
No.
And they lose to Oregon, right? And now that's a close game, but that's just damning.
Oregon's nasty, though.
You go into UCLA, who has not led a game at all, 0 seconds, and you get kind of manhandled by them.
Yeah, and you make Nico look like a second round pick.
Yes, and so how as like listen, if Penn State wasn't in the playoff hunt at all this year, James Franklin's canned. Right now, they're keeping him in hopes. But he does not deserve this job anymore.
Aren't they out of the top 25?
Yeah, they dropped from 9 to outside of it.
Didn't Texas do too?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But Arch Manning, and I've said this before, there's something wrong with his shoulder. The way he's throwing,
I don't think he's that good anyway.
He's not playing the same way he was last year. But that's a talk for another day.
Yeah.
And I want to say this about UCLA. Right, I don't know who the interim head coach is. Jerry Neuheisel. His dad, Rick Neuheisel, wonderful analyst. I love him. Jerry Neuheisel, listen, he did a fan-freaking-tastic job as the OC.
Mixing it up on him, too. It wasn't just
and he had no idea in hell what he was doing. How to work the headset. He's giving play calls, and the headset's not down. Listen, and this is a guy... This is why kind of where I'm big on guy coaches. If you get a good coach to be from that's at your alma mater and you keep him. He was a quarterback at UCLA in 2015. He got carried off the field by his teammates. He gets carried off the field this year by his players. He lives and breathes Bruin football, and it shows that he's pretty good. Now listen, if the offensive sucks nuts the rest of the season, you may have to let him go.
Yeah.
But if the offense looks fantastic, how can you not make this brother? I know he's the OC right now, but how can you not make him the head coach? Because you've got to keep him there. You can promote the shit out of it. This man lives and breathes UCLA football. He's a hell of a coach. He fits it. I mean, the brother loves ball. Listen to him talk. I mean, he goes, it's a great day to be a Bruin. It's a great day to be a Bruin.
Even if they lost.
If you brought somebody from the outside in, that does not happen. That brother breathes Bruin football. And he deserves the head coaching spot if he keeps performing. But Penn State's a fraud.
Oh,
and I said this all year long.
It's just because their defense
It's the same shat it's like with Tennessee. Tennessee's going to get like this. The only reason why Tennessee's not in this hole is because they beat Bama. You go in the same thing, right? Every year. The team looks good, right? Oh, we're blowing out FCS schools.
Sounds like the Cowboys.
Yes, you blow out a nobody 3 times. You score 70 points. In Tennessee's thing, they run into Georgia, Penn State, they run into Oregon or Ohio State or Michigan, and they don't win the games they need to win.
Well, Georgia's a different ball game.
But you see what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I had Georgia winning anyway, but like Penn State going, like the difference between the Tennessee and UCLA thing, Penn State thing is Tennessee was never meant to win that game. Penn State, 10 out of 10 analysts are going to say that's a 30-point win by Penn State.
It was a 35-point spread.
That's disgusting.
And you dropped it, and this irritates me. James Franklin gets on the podium and says, some of the guys were hurt. We didn't recover from last week's win. We flew across the country. My brother in Christ, that's your whole job. Is to prepare your team after a game like that. Is to make sure your players are ready after traveling. Is to help prepare when guys go down for players to step up. and you drop the ball, instead of blaming everybody else, be like, hey, man, I didn't do it. The pressure has gotten to James Franklin. It's time for him to go. And I don't think he'll ever get a head coaching spot because of it's going downhill and it's getting ugly.
How are you going to let a 23-year-old quarterback in Cam Ward out-man you as a rookie quarterback in the league, taking accountability for his own team losing, even whenever it's not all his fault, over the actual head coach of a college team that's pretty good and has been in the past?
Been damn near there for a decade.
And you're going to say,
it's not our fault.
It's not just me. I mean, our coach,
we dealt with so much this week.
I didn't get laid this weekend. I was, all this other stuff. Yeah.
UCLA hadn't led a game all 0 seconds. Not a minute where they, opening drive, 0 seconds. And you trailed the entire ball game. You've got to go. There's few situations when you lose to a certain team. It used to be like if you lost to Vanderbilt, you deserve to be fired. You lost to a terrible UCLA team, you don't deserve to be a head coach. And it's a travesty how he handled it. Yeah. Now, to the big game of the weekend, Alabama, Missouri.
I think Alabama takes that one.
I don't know, man. Missouri, Bo Prabula is a dog. And I think we don't take Missouri serious enough. That running game is legit.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bitch to stop.
And Alabama usually can't. They usually
Ahmad Hardy and I think it's Ethan Roberts. They just rotate him in and out. And then they've got, I forget who the receiver's name is, Kevin Coleman Jr. Dog.
He'll be drafted.
Yeah, he won't be a high pick, but he'll get picked.
Like round 4 or 5.
Ahmad Hardy's going to get picked high up there because he's a thumper. You can't stop him. I don't know if Bama has it up to Alabama's defensive line is not what it used to be. When they try to push LT Overton down our throats about being a good defensive end. I've watched his tape. He's not that good of a defensive end. No. For SEC standards. He's not. There's no two ways about it. Maybe he's been better this year. I haven't really watched his tape this year, but if he's anything like he was last year, there's no business. It's just because he's from Bama. I don't know about Alabama. That offense, though, for Alabama is legit. The issue is they can't run the ball. Missouri's great at stopping the run. Missouri's been in shootouts where they've been down 21 and a quarter and come back to beat a Kansas team who had a lot of hype at the time. I don't know if Alabama can pull this off. It depends where it is.
I think it's at Alabama.
No, it's in Missouri.
Okay. The fact that this is debatable means that Alabama will probably lose it.
Oh, yeah. And Alabama, Kalen DeBoer, yes, you beat Georgia. And does that possibly save his job? Probably.
Let me go.
But he can't lose many games before that seat gets real hot going into the offseason. And it's crazy that we're 5 games and we're talking about the offseason. But this is a Kalen DeBoer who's not been that impressive.
Yeah.
His only mainstay wins have been against Georgia when Kirby Smart shats the bed in the first half.
I mean, Georgia and Alabama is like Ravens Steelers. It doesn't matter how good the Ravens are and how bad the Steelers are. They're both gonna go.
You're just gonna look at that and be like, okay, but Alabama's got to handle its business this year, and if not, Kellen DeBoer's on the hot seat. I think Missouri takes this out.
Yeah.
But that's all for that. There's not many that good insanely games. Good games.
Next week's pretty good though. We'll talk about that next week.
I would love to talk about the MLB playoffs. We'll probably next week when talent is hopefully back. But
maybe
that's all for today's episode. It's a little bit longer.
A little bit longer.
But yeah, thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all next time.
See ya.